Today, I've designed a workout specifically for scoliosis to help you lengthen, strengthen, and support your spine through a range of movements. All you'll need is a mat and 2 hand towels. Note that if you have had a spinal rod inserted or a spinal fusion, you're likely to have less flexion or extension available to you. In this case, keep your head on a towel for all of the exercises, remaining in a neutral spine. Let's get started. Okay, so let's start seated on the mat and make sure you have your 2 towels nearby. I want you to fold one in a square that will be used under your head for the most part. And then we're gonna use one rolled up lengthwise like this so that we can use this kind of as a prop for rebalancing the shoulders. Go ahead and lie down. Take this towel with you. You're gonna place your head down on the folded towel. From here, we're gonna do a little spinal warm up. So place the long towel by your side, bring your feet hip distance apart or knees together if that's comfortable for you. And we're gonna start in a neutral spine. When you're in neutral spine, your pelvis will be flat. So your 2 hip bones and your pubic bone should be in the same plane, making a triangle. From here, you're gonna breathe in, and as you exhale, tighten your stomach, slide the ribs and hips towards one another, and think about tilting the pelvis back. Inhale as you go back to your neutral. Exhale as you pull back. Inhale back to neutral. We'll do that 4 more times. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, release to neutral. Exhale. As you go through this motion, check in with the back of your shoulder blades. I want you to feel like your shoulder blades are flat and level as much as possible on the mat. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale to neutral. And 1 more time. Exhale. Inhale back to neutral. Now, from here, as you exhale, tilt the pelvis back. Pull that rib to hip connection in nice and tight. You're gonna lift one leg to a tabletop position or 90 degrees, and then lower it back down. Lift the other leg up to 90 degrees, lower it back down, and then release your pelvis into neutral. Try that again. So inhale here, exhale, tilt the pelvis back. Inhale to lift one leg, exhale to lower it, lift the other leg, holding that abdominal connection, and then release. We'll do 2 more of those. As you progress through this exercise, try to balance out the hips. So I want you to think about keeping those hip bones where they are. Maintain the stability in your pelvis as much as you possibly can. 1 more time. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, and release your hips back down. From here, we're gonna bring the arms up to the ceiling, and I want you to do one quick thing to get your shoulders in line. We're gonna reach the fingertips up, protracting the shoulders as much as you possibly can, and then let the weight of your arms and gravity drop your shoulders back down. Let's do that 1 more time. Reach up, and then let gravity pull you down. Now, from here, tighten the shoulder blades together just ever so slightly so you feel a nice connection between your shoulder blades. With a neutral spine, so your pelvis is balanced, I want you to inhale to take the arms overhead, keeping the ribs down. Exhale, circle the arms down by your side. As you go through the motion of the circle, notice which way your spine wants to rock. You'll probably notice either your hips or your ribs want to roll one direction off the mat. Your job is to try and keep them as balanced as possible. Reverse your circle. Inhale up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. If you have a yoga block at home and you want to put it between your knees, that can be a really nice tool for people with scoliosis to keep their pelvis balanced. Come back down 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, bring it all the way down. Okay, now grab your towel, roll it up again if you've lost it a little bit, and you're gonna place your hands shoulder distance apart on the towel with your arms reaching up. From here, pull a little bit, so you're trying to pull that towel apart, okay? And you're gonna protract the shoulders and then retract the shoulders. Let's do that again. Protract, reaching up to the ceiling. Exhale, retract. Aim to keep your ribs on the mat. Protract, retract. One more, protract, retract. Now, find a position where you have engagement between your shoulder blades, your collarbone is wide, and we're gonna continue to pull the towel apart as you inhale to bring the arms overhead, and exhale to bring them back up to your chest. Do that again, inhale, exhale, bring it back up. And again, all of these warm-up motions are really intended to help you check in with your balance. See where your body is moving. At what point in this overhead reach do you feel your shoulders or ribs start to shift? At that point, you're gonna wanna engage your core a little bit more. So as your arms go overhead, tighten through the waist. One more time. Arms overhead, and then back up. Now, holding this here, I want you to take a deep breath in. On your exhale, pull the belly button to the spine, tilt your pelvis back so you're in a nice tilt of your pelvis, and bring your legs up to 90-90 or tabletop. We're going to go into toe taps from here. From here, inhale, exhale to tap one toe down and bring it back up. Other side, exhale, lower and back up. Continue this motion. Now, if it feels like you are wobbling all over the place, go ahead and put the towel down and place your arms down by your side. As your legs lower down, pull back through the lower stomach so that you feel that deep engagement in your core. We're gonna do 2 more on each side. One more. Now you can put the towel over your shins and pull your knees into your chest for a little stretch. Give yourself a little bit of a break. And next we're gonna go into a one-leg circle. You have options for one-leg circle. You can keep your arms in this position with the towel if you found this to be helpful. If you would like, you can also place your arms down by your side for more balance. And if it feels like you're losing a lot of balance when you start to circle the legs, you can widen your hands out, and that will give you a little bit more stability. I'll demonstrate this with my hands down. So you're gonna take your right leg up to the sky as much as you can. Let's first give ourselves a little hamstring stretch. Gently pull back on the leg. Take a deep breath. And let's move that leg slightly to the side. Breathing here. And then bring the leg back up to center. Now, you can leave your knee here, or if you would like to, straighten your leg out long. This is a little more challenging. Inhale as you cross the leg over your body. Exhale as you bring the leg out and up. Inhale across. Exhale out and up. We're trying to keep the pelvis still. So if you're imagining a boat on the ocean, you don't want the boat to rock. You want the boat to stay really balanced, very still water. Exhale. Let's go the other way. Inhale to the side. Exhale around and up. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. 1 more. Bend that knee into your chest and then lower the foot down. Going to the other side, we'll start with the hamstring stretch. Take your leg up as much as you can, keep the knee straight. It's okay if there's a little bit of a bend in the knee. And then you're going to breathe and hold the stretch. Take your leg slightly to the side. Deep breath in. And then bring your leg back up to center. If you had your leg out long on the other side, go ahead and put it there now. Arms where they were for the other side as well. And then inhale across the body. Exhale up. Inhale. Imagine a nice strong connection between your ribs and your hips, holding those two parts of your body very stable. One more. And switch directions. Two more times. Great job. Hug your knee into your chest and you can release the leg down. All right, next, bend your knees and place your feet flat on the mat. Again, if you can, bring your knees together, but if this is uncomfortable or hard to stabilize your pelvis, then feel free to keep them hip distance apart. And if you have your feet hip distance apart, feel free to place a ball, a yoga block, or another towel in between your knees just to help you keep them at the same spot the whole time. So with the collarbone wide open and the arms down by your side, take a deep breath in to lengthen through the back of the neck. Curl your chin down slightly. Exhale, curl the head and shoulders off the mat. Breathe in and exhale to lower back down. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale, curl your head and shoulders up. Now pay attention to the back of your shoulder blades. The bottom of your shoulder blades should be on the mat. And I want you to notice if they're evenly weighted from side to side. If not, aim to get them so. And then lower back down. Inhale. Exhale, curl up. Inhale to hold. Exhale, lower down. We'll do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale, curl yourself up. Breathe in. And exhale, lower back down. Bring your arms up and place your hands behind your head. So they'll start right on the towel. We're gonna go into an oblique twist from here, and we're going to do one side at a time. So inhale again to lengthen through the neck. Exhale, curl your head and shoulders up. And from here, I want you to twist to one side, aiming your rib to the opposite hip. Go back to center and lower down. Other side, curl up, twist, center, and down. Your goal is to keep your pelvis balanced as you twist. Other side, up, twist, center, down, up, twist, center. One more like that on the other side. Curl up, twist, center, down. Now from here, lift your left leg. We're gonna do that again, only twisting towards the left leg. Inhale up, twist, center, down. Do the same side, up, twist. Keeping the pelvis as stable as you can. Exhale, inhale, down one more time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and switch sides. Now we lift the right leg. Inhale as you curl up. Exhale, twist to the side. Center and down. Inhale, twist, center, down. Now, it's very common if you have scoliosis to feel like one side twists easier than the other. You might not have a lot of mobility on one side. That's totally normal and okay. And I just want you to do your best to make them as even as possible. So curl, twist, center. Let's do one more. Breathe, twist, center, and down. Bring your hands down by your side, your feet down flat on the mat. This time we're gonna remove the towel because we're going into a hip bridge. With the feet hip distance apart, I want you to breathe in to start the motion of peeling your tailbone off the mat. Start to roll your spine up one bone at a time until you're resting on your shoulder blades. Breathe in, exhale as you slowly roll down, starting from your ribs and coming all the way back down, articulating through the spine. We're aiming to move one bone at a time. Curl the tailbone back, roll it up. Aim your pubic bone for the sky. Keep your chest open, but the ribs down, so we don't want to flare those ribs. And then roll back down. 2 more here. Curl the tailbone back. Roll it up. Breathe in. Exhale, roll it down. Really use that breath as you breathe in. Try to expand your diaphragm. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, holding the stomach tight to the spine. Exhale down. Okay, let's add on to that. Once you get up to the top of that bridge, we're going to aim to keep the hips balanced and lift one leg at a time. Breathing in. Exhale. Roll your way up one bone at a time. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lift your left leg off the ground. Inhale, place it down. Exhale, lift your other leg and back down. Reset and then roll your way back down through the spine. Release to a neutral tailbone, neutral pelvis, and do it again. Roll it up. Inhale when you get to the top. Exhale to lift your right leg this time. Inhale down. Exhale left. Inhale, roll it down. Great job, you guys. I know this is tricky. If it feels like there's any pain, then just stay with the bridge and don't lift the leg. Here we go. One more each side. Roll it up. Inhale when you get to the top. Think about tightening through the ribs. Lift your left and put it back down. Lift the right. Back down, breathe in. Roll it down. Soften the collarbone, soften your sternum. Work your way down the spine. One more time. Roll it up. Come all the way up to your bridge. Tighten the stomach, breathe in. Exhale, lift. And down. Exhale, left. And down. Slowly roll down through your spine, one bone at a time. Okay, now coming down with your legs straight. Let's take the towel again in your hand. And we are going to do a half roll up. So flex through your feet, push out through the heels. Hold the towel and think about pulling it nice and taut. Arms start over your head. Deep breath in. Move the arms forward, curl your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Exhale to hold it here. Breathe in, and then lower yourself all the way back down. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're trying to work our way towards getting all the way up off the mat. That's a tall order when you have scoliosis. So don't feel like you need to do that today. What I want you to work on is just tightening through the stomach and engaging those muscles as if you were gonna pull yourself all the way up. Come all the way down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. When it gets hard, pull back through the belly and pull out on the towel. Come all the way down. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And exhale all the way down. From here, bend your knees. Place your feet flat on the mat. We're gonna go into one leg stretch. So you're going to curl your tailbone, and I want you to bring your legs up to tabletop, one at a time. Take a deep breath in with the head down. I want you to exhale, stretch out one leg. Inhale, bring it back in. Exhale, other leg, and bring it in. The lower you go, the harder it will be to keep that pelvic tilt. But I want you to do your best and hold it there. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. 1 more. Good job. Hug your knees into your chest for one quick break. And we're gonna go right into our single leg stretch from there. So, placing the towel down, hands come to the side of your knees. Inhale, nod your chin. Exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Hold it here and straighten one leg out. Switch. Keep going, alternating side to side. Use your breath, balance the pelvis. Shorten the range of motion if it feels like it's too hard to balance. One more. Other side. Pull your knees in and lower your head down. Okay, for the next exercise, we're gonna keep the head down on the mat. So you'll probably want that towel back. We're gonna place the head down and we're doing scissors. So we're gonna start with one leg straight up to the sky, hold on the back of the thigh, and we're going to straighten the other leg out. From here, with a nice pelvic tilt, breathe in and exhale twice. Switch, switch, switch. Shoulders and hips are staying nice and stable and balanced as much as possible. One more. Last time. And bring your knees all the way in. All right, let's sit up now. So you can get up any way that's comfortable for you. If you want to roll to your side to get up, that's fine too. And then take this towel and we're going to sit on it. In fact, you might want something a little bit taller because we're going into spine twist. And the goal of spine twist is to keep the spine as long and neutral as possible as you're twisting. If you start to feel like you're slouching because your hamstrings are tight, then you're going to want to prop yourself up even further or sit on a chair. So you sit on the towel. If you can, do this with your legs out straight. You can bend them slightly. The other option is to cross the legs if this is available to you. I'll show it to you this way today. And we're going to sit nice and tall, zip up through the spine and pelvis. And then I want you to bring your arms right in front of you. Make a fist with one hand, wrap it with the other hand, and aim to keep that right in the center of your chest, right in front of your breastbone. You're gonna breathe in, and on your exhale, twist once, twice, 3 times, and then come back to center. Go the other way. Twist 1, 2, 3, back to center. Inhale. Now remember what I said before. It's very likely that you'll have less range of motion on one side than you do on the other. And that's okay. Just do your best. Center. The other thing to think about is keeping your hips and pelvis still. Imagine those hip bones are pointing straight ahead like headlights, and you're twisting on top of it. Inhale. One more each side. And again. Great job. Next, I want you to sit with both legs off to the side like this. Okay, now you can put that towel under you so that you are propped up just a little bit on that hip. If you feel comfortable doing so, bring your leg out so you're in more of a 90-90 stretch. Once your hips are level, or as close as they possibly can get, place one hand down on the side where you're resting on your hip and take one arm up overhead. We're gonna first bend in a mermaid stretch to the easy side. There should be one side that feels like it's easy to bend. And then we're gonna come back up and bend the other way. So take the arm up, do your best to lengthen up through that waist, and then bend to the side. Come back up and do the same thing again. One more time. Arm up, shoulder down, bend over to the side. Come all the way back up. Rest your hand, switch. One arm up and bend, trying not to collapse, but stay nice and tall and lifted. Great job. We have to switch the legs and do the same thing on the other side. So, bring your legs in front of you. Turn them back to the other direction. If you can leave your legs like this if that's most comfortable, or bring them to the 90-90. Place the towel under your hip. If you have a book, a textbook, or some sort of like pad or something a little taller, you can sit on that too. That might give you a little bit more room in your hips. So balancing out the hips as best as you can. Lift one arm up. We're gonna bend away from the legs to start. Bend away from the legs. Come up and do the other side. So arm up and bend. Lengthen as you bend. Do that again. Arm up. Breathe. Try to keep the neck long. And come back. Last one. Inhale to lift. Exhale to bend. Okay. Next, we're going into our side leg lift series. So, take the towel out. You're going to want to lie down on one side with your arm out long. So, one arm out long, flex your feet. You should be able to see your toes. And then when you're in this position, I want you to slide your shoulder down slightly so that you maintain the lift through the waist. You should feel like there's a little bit of a space or a light shining through under your waist. This hand can rest right in front of you for balance. We're going to breathe in. And as you exhale, lift your top leg. Look down and make sure it looks like it's the same length as your bottom leg. We're gonna inhale to point the foot and lift the leg up. Exhale, flex the foot and squeeze it down. Inhale, lift and point. Exhale, flex and press down. Inhale up. Exhale down. This exercise you should feel in your glutes, but you also should feel your obliques and your stomach really supporting you as much as you can. So inhale, point and lift. Exhale, lower down. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, now bring those feet, both of them, forward slightly. From here, bring your leg up to hip height. We're gonna kick forward 2 times and then point the foot and bring it behind you. The goal of this exercise is to keep your 2 hips stacked so that you're not rolling or rocking back and forth. Hold the belly strong. You can place this hand down for balance. Inhale, kick, kick. Exhale, point and reach. Inhale, kick, kick. Exhale, point and reach. Again. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Last time. Exhale. Bring both legs together and we'll switch sides. Bend your knees and come on up. You guys are doing great. Reach this bottom arm out long. Lie down, your ear rests on your arm. Stack your legs. You'll notice that you want to kind of collapse, and you'll see when your waist is collapsed, my legs look like they're different lengths. So press that top leg out, slide the bottom shoulder down. Find that lift and suspension in the bottom of your waist. Pull the belly button into your spine. Make sure you can see your toes when you look down the front of your body. And we'll start by pointing the feet, lift it up, flex and lower. Inhale, point and lift. Exhale, flex and lower. Hold your stable core. Inhale. Exhale down. Last 2. Exhale. One more time. And down. Stacking the feet. Bring both legs forward about 6 inches. Take that top leg up. Inhale, kick forward twice. Exhale. Tighten through the ribs. Inhale. Exhale. Shoulder stays open. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more here. Exhale. Last one. Exhale back. Bring both legs together, bend your knees, and come all the way up. The last of our side exercises is a side plank. We're going to do it on our knees though. So from this position, we're going to place your elbow flat on the mat. Stack your knees, bring your knees back so that they're in line with your hips and shoulders. Place the other hand on your hip. Take a deep breath in. Get out of the shoulder so we're not sinking down. And then from a sense of support on the bottom side, lift as if you're bending your ear toward the mat. And then come back down. Let's do that again. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale. If you would like, you can reach this arm to the ceiling. That will help you open up your collarbone and chest a little bit more. Exhale up. Inhale down. 2 more. 1 more time. And come back down. We need to switch sides. So go ahead and switch to the other side and give yourself grace. One side is probably going to be a lot harder than the other. That's normal. That's normal even if you don't have scoliosis. Okay, hand down, elbow on the mat directly under your shoulder, knees stacked and in line with your body, hand on the hip, breathe in, exhale as you lift the bottom side and lower back down. Exhale to lift. Now, when you're lifting, the muscles that we're trying to get to do the lift are right here. So really what we're aiming to do is close the gap between the rib and the hip on the bottom side. Come back down. We've got 3 more. Arm up if you did that on the other side. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. 1 more. Exhale, lift. And inhale down. Nice work. Okay, now we're going to lie on our stomach. You might want one of your towels to place under your hip bones and even maybe your belly button, so kind of in between the bottom of your stomach and your hips. And the reason for that is that it might give you a little bit more motion in the spine. You do what feels best to you. But if you are going to use the towel, you place it down. I'm going to put it right about there. And then lay your lower belly on top of it. I'm going to take it out for me. But from this position, what I want you to do first is place your hands right underneath your forehead, and you're going to place your forehead down on top of those hands with your feet hip distance apart. We're going to do a little bit of abdominal engagement first. So you're going to inhale, and as you exhale, pull the belly into the spine and then release it back down to the mat. So obviously in this position, gravity is going to be pulling your stomach down to the ground. I want you to use your abs to contradict or counteract that motion. So you're going to breathe in, exhale, pull the belly in, inhale, let it go. Exhale, pull the belly in, and let it go. Do that 2 more times, and as you continue to engage the stomach, feel your pubic bone connect to the mat, feel your 2 ribs even on the mat, and then try to keep those 3 points as well as your 2 hip bones as evenly weighted as possible. 1 more time, breathe in, exhale. Okay, now hold this position. Breathe in, and as you exhale, lift 1 leg, trying not to sway or rock through your hips. Do that again. Other side. And down. If it's more comfortable for you, you can turn your toes out a little bit and lift. Exhale to the other side. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. And down. Exhale. 1 more each side, aiming to keep those 5 points, your 2 ribs, your 2 hip bones, and your pubic bone level on the mat. Great job. From here, bring your hands down by your shoulders, and we're going to go into a half swan. So you're going to breathe in from here and lengthen through the spine. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower back down. Do that again. Slowly lift up, 1 bone at a time. You can put a little bit of pressure in your hands, but you're not pushing into your hands. And then come back down. Really, our goal with this is to open up the chest, lengthen through your extension, and balance out the pelvis. Come back down. Exhale, lift up. Shoulder blades pull back. Head lifts. One more time, breathe in. And then exhale to come up. Now, one thing to remember as you're going into extension is that you want your pubic bone to be down on the mat. This tailbone should have a sense of lengthening down toward the floor. If you let that go, you're going to notice a lot of lower back pain and kind of gripping. And we want to get out of the lower back extensors and instead feel the hamstrings and the belly kick in. So now we're going to challenge that a little bit by placing one hand back where it was under your forehead. So we're lifting with one hand only on the mat. Breathe in, exhale. Find balance through the hip bones and keep your pubic bone down. Lower back down. Exhale to lift. This is challenging even if you don't have scoliosis. I can feel my body wanting to shift quite a bit. Come back down. Exhale up. One more on this side. Exhale. It helps to really reach long through the legs. Feel like your feet are connected to the floor. Switch sides. So this hand comes back down and this hand comes to the forehead. Breathe in. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Already this side feels way different from me. Lift up. And lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Keep breathing. I think we have two more. But I always say I didn't get into Pilates for the numbers, so if my count is off, I apologize. Come back down one more time. And then exhale up. And back down. Nice job. Come up on your elbows for a minute and let's talk about the next exercise. We're gonna switch now. Instead of thinking about lifting the legs, we're gonna lift the arms. The goal of this exercise is to work your lower traps. Those are the muscles that kind of anchor your shoulder blades down toward the middle of your back. As you lift your arms, I want you to be careful not to crowd your neck. So if you need to make your arms a little wider, like a V shape, that will help. But your goal ultimately is to get them to be parallel, okay? So we're gonna come all the way back down. Reach your arms out long in front of you, thumbs up towards the ceiling. Your nose will float off the mat and stay here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to pull the belly button to the spine, anchor through the pubic bone, lengthen through the hamstrings. We're gonna breathe in again. Exhale, lift one arm up, just ever so slightly, and put it back down. Other side. And back down. Remember, you can widen your arms if it's feeling like it's crowding your neck. Lift again. Your nose is just floating above the mat the whole time. Exhale. If this still feels challenging, you can bend your elbows a little bit. Lift one arm up. And down. Again. One more each side. Keep both ribs, both sides of your ribs, anchored to the mat. Exhale. And bring it down. Go ahead and prop yourself back up on your elbows. Okay, now we're gonna try and make that a little harder by lifting both arms at the same time. We're only gonna do 5. Ready? So come on down. Deep breath in, feet stay down, pubic bone anchors to the mat, ribs are anchored to the mat, belly's pulling in and up. Exhale as you lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Breathe deeper if it's feeling challenging. And 2 more. Exhale up. One more time, breathe in. Exhale, lift. And down. Nice job. Give yourself a minute to catch your breath. Next, we're gonna add one more piece to that. We're gonna lift both legs up as well. So we're kind of doing a Superman lift or a Superwoman lift. You're gonna be lifting both arms, both legs, and trying to lift your chest ever so slightly off the mat. You're doing all of that while keeping your two ribs, or the two sides of your rib cage, your two hip bones, and your pubic bone evenly weighted on the mat as much as possible, okay? Here we go. Deep breath in, set the abdominal engagement, exhale to lift. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift up. Nice length through the legs. Keep the knees straight. Exhale up. Keep the belly button pulled in. You'll notice I'm not going very high. It's not about height, it's about length. Exhale, lift up. Check in with those 5 points. Are they balanced? One more time. Exhale up. And lower yourself all the way back down. Nice job. Let's push back into child's pose and give yourself a little bit of a stretch. We have one more exercise on our stomach, and it's swimming. So coming all the way out back to your stomach again. This time, you're lifting into that same position, but we're gonna flutter kick the arms and the legs. So you're gonna be lifting your right arm and left leg, and then switch, left arm, right leg, and keep going like that. We'll inhale for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, and then come all the way back down, okay? Here we go. Find your position. Anchor those 5 points into the mat. Pull the belly button in and up. Deep breath in. Exhale as you float your arms, legs, chest off the mat, and start to flutter kick. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2. Let's do it again. You can do it. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3. Hold it here, lengthen long. Come back down. We're gonna do one more set of those. I want you to make your movement small so you can balance your torso, okay? Take a deep breath in. Exhale, float. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2. One more set. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Reach long. Lower all the way down and sit back into child's pose. Okay, let's start our last block of exercises. You're gonna put your knees directly under your hips, your hands directly under your shoulders, and find a long neutral spine. Pull the belly button into your spine, and we're going into a bird dog exercise. So this is a deep core exercise, and it requires a lot of balance. So imagining that you're balancing a glass of water right here on your tailbone. We're gonna try and keep the pelvis still. And let's start with just the legs. So breathing in, exhale, straighten one leg back, flex through your feet so you feel that hamstring engagement, and then bring the knee back down. Try the other side. Again, you're probably gonna notice one side is much more accessible than the other side. Bring it back down. Lift one leg back. Check in with your bottom leg. You wanna make sure that bottom leg is straight up and down as much as possible. If you're starting to shift your weight out over the hip, then you'll notice it looks slanted. Come back down, and the other side. Now we're gonna add the arms. So lifting one leg out, the opposite arm with the thumb pointing up reaches up. Come back down. Keep the ribs knitted together, the belly button pulling in. Take your time. Use your breath. One more. exhale. Bring it back down. Okay, moving on to our push-ups. Let's bring our knees together for this exercise. We're gonna do the push-ups on our knees, okay? And part of the reason for that is that it will help you learn how to stabilize your torso more. When you have less variability, when your legs are out long, it's a lot more to control. So we're gonna keep it contained, and we're gonna learn how to hold that strong core. As you progress, you can go straight out and do your push-ups with a straight leg. Hands come down to the mat and they walk forward in front of the shoulders. You're gonna come forward so that your feet come off the ground. Your body is a long straight line between head and knee. Pull the belly button in, try to open up the front of the hip, and you're gonna lower 3 times and push up once. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, push up. We're doing 8, here we go. 1, 2, 3, push up, that's 2. 1, 2, 3, push up. Try to keep your shoulders moving towards the mat at the same time. Push up, 3 more. 1, 2, 3, push up. 1, 2, 3, push up. Last one. 1, 2, 3, push up. Good job. Come all the way back into your child's pose one more time. Widen those knees. You made it. You did it. You got to the end of the hard workout. Let's cool down. So, take your time, roll up through the spine, come up onto your knees, as long as this is comfortable for you, and take one leg forward for a hip flexor stretch. So, with one leg forward, I want you to pull up, opening up the front of this back hip, zip up through the belly. It's not about how far forward you're going, it's about how much stretch and length you can get through this back leg. Breathing in. Relaxing the shoulders down. We're gonna shift back and go into a hamstring stretch. So feel free to place your hands down, flex your foot, straighten the knee. You should feel a nice long hamstring stretch back here. And switch. Bring one knee back. Lunge forward with the other leg. Breathe in, pull up through the abs, lengthen through the back of your hip. Tailbone tucks under slightly. And then shift back, flex your foot, straighten your knee. Try to keep your back long. Send your tailbone back behind you. Release the shoulder tension. Shake your head yes and no. And then bring that knee under you. For the next exercise, or stretch, stay on your knees. We're gonna take one hand behind the head, one hand reaches for the ground. Find a sense of balance in this position, and then we're gonna try and bend to one side for a stretch. Go as far as you can without this opposite knee coming up off the ground. Come all the way back up. We'll do the other side. And again, it's probably gonna feel very different. Bend to the side. Do your best. Listen to your body. If you have any pain, back off. Breathe. And come back up. And then from here, we're gonna put your hands down on the ground. Let me turn around and do one cat-cow stretch. So you're gonna round your spine up to the ceiling. Lengthen your spine and open your chest. Do that again. Round up to the ceiling. Open the chest. And we're gonna finish with a thoracic spine rotation. So keeping this position on all fours, One arm comes up to open and then thread it through. Try to get your head down on the ground if you can. Breathe. And come all the way back up. Other side, reach out. Thread the needle, head comes down. Come all the way up. Place both hands down. Have a seat. Great job with that workout today. For someone living with scoliosis, Pilates can offer tremendous benefits. According to the research, some of them may include increased core strength, improved range of motion in your trunk, better posture, better hamstring flexibility, a rebalancing of your muscles, improved breathing, a reduction in pain, and a better quality of life. While the research doesn't conclude that Pilates for scoliosis will improve the shape of your spine, there is wide agreement that Pilates can improve symptoms by strengthening the muscles around your spine. Thank you for joining me today. I hope these exercises bring you some relief and help you feel your best. Let me know what exercises were challenging and what felt good in the comments below. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you back here soon for more Healthline fitness content. Bye-bye.